What's up, brother? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, my brother.
Um, where to begin? I don't even know where to begin. I guess I'll go here. It feels like May, the last year, from last year to now, has been Rap Beef official month.
Official month for rap beef every May. Damn.
Um, a lot is going on, Crook. A lot is going on, man. I don't even know where to begin because I just left. Shout out to Glasses Malone. Shout out to my guy Glasses Malone and all that. I was in the spaces with those brothers and stuff, right? And your coach right now is not happy. All right, I'm gonna throw it out there. The only thing I don't like, I don't like this. And I wanted to talk, but they shut their spaces down. When Glasses pulled me up, other people were talking, and they shut the spaces down. But I really wanted to get my message. The point is, Crook, you and I lived the 90s. We seen what happened to East Coast, West Coast shit. I don't like the conversations on people trying to drum that up. I don't really think that's that. But I'm saying that from my lens, from what I'm hearing from other people, we're not on the same page.
Right.
Where you at?
Why did they shut the spaces down?
I don't know. Sometimes they just shut it down. And I really wanted to get that off because me and Glasses are mad. That's my guy. You know what I mean? We chop it up sometimes and shit. We're supposed to get him on the show, to be honest, but it just shut down. Sometimes they just shut it down.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But they was in there talking heavy. The brothers in there were saying, I guess Kendrick's on tour, I believe. I think that's the conversation.
Yeah.
When he gets off tour, they want him to attack Joey like it ain't nothing. That's what they want. They want blood.
That's what Joey wants.
Facts.
Yeah. That's why we here.
That's what we here. Absolutely. That's what we here. Do you think that's gonna? I think that's not gonna respond. I don't think so.
Hey man, I wouldn't put it past him giving him a few bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he is on tour, and he breaking crazy records right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that this is, this ain't about the culture. But at the same time, if you clocking 11 mil, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that your shows is tight. You want to make sure your rehearsals is right. You want to make sure that you're doing, whatever you got to do when you're on the road. A lot of shit come with being on the road. You might have fan meet and greets. You might have promo runs, radio in the morning in different cities. It's just all type of shit that comes with being on a big ass tour. So, do we got time? You know what I'm saying? To really speak his mind on how he feel about what's going on. I don't know, but yeah, dog.
The MC, let me be honest. The MC in you,
yeah,
because you're an MC's MC. When I say master of ceremony, you're a master of ceremony,
Thank
sir.
You.
Are you liking all this?
Yeah, bro. Like, look, bro. Okay. I ain't even got a haircut. Hey, 3. I'm not gonna put all my business out there, but
yes, good.
I've been down for 7 weeks, bro.
Yes, I know. We talk off here. Absolutely.
I've been getting poked at and every needle in the game and every machine and in a hospital and all type of shit, right?
You got real life shit going on, Crook.
I got real life shit going on, but God is good.
God is good.
I'm still here. I'm still standing. And
how you feeling?
I'm so, but if we gonna talk rap shit, look, we can't say we live for this hip hop shit, and when life is lifing, we push it to the side. Yeah, health is the number one priority, but hip hop is my shit. You feel me? So
right here.
We gonna talk this rap shit no matter what. Sir. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the show, man. I was actually in the hospital when I think one of the records dropped, but I've been seeing a lot of different narratives, man. Like,
yes,
this 20v1, let's stop that, bro. Let's stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I walk into somebody's house and slap 4 niggas, I'm gonna get jumped by 4 niggas. That's just what's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, even though he was aiming at Dot, he did make mention to the West Coast. He made different little
too much West Coast.
You feel me? Like, we knew that was we knew it. We knew what was gonna happen after that. So, let's stop that. I will say this: the impact, that he has had in bringing all these people out to play. You gotta. That counts for something.
All right, can I give you context about Joey Badass from a Brooklyn do perspective? All right, I talk a lot of hip hop for years, right? I am not going to sit in front like Joey Badass is in my top 5, top 10 East Coast dudes walking. I can't. I'll be lying to you if I say that. Now on this come up, being that I'm a hip hop dude, right? I know. I feel like I know every rapper. I watch every rapper, East, West, Midwest. I love hip hop that much. I'm just not ingratiated with just New York. I watch West Coast. I watch the Midwest. I watch the South grind, right? With him though, Crook, I like when he was a young coming up. I like the fact that he gave me quote unquote old soul, if I can say that, right? The stuff that he rap about and the content and everything and how he put the words together. He really wasn't coming from a tough guy perspective, a street dude perspective. It's just like I feel like brothers like yourself, Chuck D, De La Soul, Joel, y'all will look at him like, yo, not an offspring of you guys, but they take the writing aspect of it very seriously, right? How you brothers do it, right? But with the music, I can't say I was a big fan of his music. I'm not going to sit and say that, right?
Right.
So what you say, I think this is big, what's happening for him. Now, he could be barking up the wrong tree in a sense because what Kendrick Lamar did last year was I've never seen no shit like that ever in hip hop. Let me be clear on that.
Right.
The brother was unanimous MVP of hip hop for the whole
across the board.
You want to talk about a brother that moved strategically? Was Kendrick, everything he did last year was strategic, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know, we're not gonna see that again for a while.
I don't think so. I don't for a long time, Crook. I don't see that. I don't see that.
Dog, he went crazy. And you know, Joey, you know, I bought his last album. You feel me? So it's like you said, you hit it on the nail when you said that the old soul thing, because the first time I heard him, I couldn't believe that a young dude was rapping like that.
Right. Me too. Right.
And especially his beat choices, subject matter, and all that. I felt like, you know, it was refreshing because a lot of people in his generation, they was on something else. And he managed to have some success keeping that shit to the essence. I respected the fuck out. I still respect that. You know, I wasn't like putting them in the top 5, top 10, like you said, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely felt like he was one of us. You feel me? So a lot of people might have been unfamiliar with his game. I was very familiar, you know what I'm saying, with his game. I knew what he could do. I bumped his last shit, bro. That 911 Porsche shit with Gun.
Right.
You feel me? That Larry June shit. Even Static Selector got on some shit with that beat. Like, I bumped the nigga shit. So this is hip hop. And he came to play.
From your lenses, where did it stem from? Because there's so many things. Elliot Wilson has a countdown of how all of this tracks started. I thought it went away for a little bit, and then I guess it stemmed back up when Absol, Big Sean, and him had a freestyle. I don't know how you feel about Big Sean though, but I feel like Big Sean can't catch a break. And when I say that, with the control verse, him and Jay Electronica had to go to the wayside. It was all about Kendrick. You know about Kendrick, right? This freestyle, niggas talk about Absol and Joey Badass bars more than him. And I thought Big Sean I like Big Sean. I thought Big Sean got busy, right?
Yo, but listen, not only the control verse, but also he dropped the album during the Kendrick Drake beef shit. So he was once again caught up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, timing is everything, boy. I know he like, damn, I gotta wait till the coast is clear, you know what I mean, to come out. Because Big Sean know how to rap. And a lot of people, I don't know why they hate on Big Sean like they do, man.
I like Big Sean, man.
He know how to rap, dog. But yeah, man. Shout out Big Sean, bro. Like, he getting caught up in a storm every time he peek outside, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question? How did you feel about everybody, this is not no street stuff. We know that. It's all lyrical warfare, right? I don't think this is gonna get crazy. Let me throw that out there. But even in that, people got at me because I said that I didn't like the fact Ab and Joey were in a freestyle session. Not that part. What was being said. I didn't like the fact that, you know, Ab was like, Ab let him know you put me in a situation and everything. I don't know if did you see the freestyle?
Yeah.
But I didn't like the fact that Joey Badass is able to sit there and take shots and do all that while Ab is sitting right there.
Yeah.
I had a problem with that nigga. So I was reaching, shut the fuck up 3. They boys. Like niggas is shooting at me. I ain't feeling it though. You know what I'm saying?
We not used to that. That ain't our era.
But the culture told me, oh, 3 shut up because Styles P took a shot at Jay-Z on the track together. T.I., Ludacris and Young Buck on the Stomp song, they took shots at each other. But my fight back was, that was on a track, bro. This is not niggas together having a cipher and you coming at one of my mans.
Yeah. It made me wonder, man. It made, you know, and it could be the old guy in me. You feel me? I could be tripping. But it made me wonder what kind of relationships is going on over there on that side, you know? You feel me? Because, hey, dog, Mickey, shout out to Mickey Facts.
Shout out, Mickey.
You know, that's the homie. And even though Slaughterhouse disbanded, it took me a long time to do Mickey Fax's class that he got, the Pendulum Ink shit.
Pendulum, right.
I told him, man, we gotta wait till some of this shit cool off, because you went at Royce, you feel me?
Yes.
And then if I'm hopping right onto in the classroom with you, ha and keying it up, you know, the optics, bro. Let this shit die down some. Let's see how you and Royce, you know, if it's serious or if it's just competition. Let's figure it out. We found out it was just competition. Nobody was mad. Royce made a statement that was positive, and I said, all right, even though Slaughter was disbanded, I said, all right, I'll go and do the Pendulum Ink. That's the era I come from. But that don't mean, you know, because it's a lot of things that get done nowadays that I gotta adjust to because I'm from a certain era. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying Ab was wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying that it did raise my antenna and have me, you know, wondering. Not too much because that's their shit.
Right.
We got our own shit to worry about. But the thought crossed my mind.
How do you feel about Daylights? Have you the Daylight disses that you heard?
Daylight, I feel like he got the most wordplay and punches, you know, in his shit, which gotta count. We gotta count that. You know what I'm saying? Like when back to Mickey Facts, when I've been enjoying his breakdowns.
Me too. I'm watching Mickey. I love Mickey's breakdowns. Really enjoy it. I love when y'all talk about how y'all look at it from a rapper standpoint. I love it. You know what I mean?
Bro. So, you know, when he's breaking the Daylight shit down, it's really, you know, it's kind of, I don't think it's almost, but you know how when you in the building at a battle rap and somebody win in the building and you go back and look at it on YouTube and you say, wait a minute.
All the time, Cook.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. It's like when you hear, when I hear both of them, Joey, then Daylight, I'm like, I think Joey got this. And then I see Mickey Facts breaking down everything, and I'm like, wait a minute, Daylight was stinging him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like Joey Badass, his beat selection and his cadence is on point. You feel me? Like, and I feel like he edges Daylight with that. And then I feel like Daylight writing.
Is that because of experience?
Huh?
Is that because of experience in the booth more than Daylight, who's acapella doing battle rap?
That, I just was talking about that earlier, dog. Like, people don't understand. If you've been making records a long time and putting out solo albums a long time, you are seasoned. You know how to put a song together. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit counts. And I think Daylight's pen, you know, is where that's his strength. You feel me? I feel like his pen is his strength. Um, but they rapping. You know what I mean? They rapping. Like that Ayo, he was warming up ribs. You
Mm.
feel me on that Ayo? Daylight
Yes,
was.
AO was fine. I like AO. AO was good.
He was
AO was good.
warming up
AO was good.
ribs. So it's like I think it goes down to what the listener prefers. Do they
Okay.
prefer a song that's structured well
Mm.
and you can understand everything the first time you hear it, or do they prefer shit that you got to go back and you got to break down and you know what I mean? So
Right, 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 right,
it
right.
comes to preference. It starts to move into the preference zone. But yeah, dog. To honestly, to me, dog,
Mm.
I think Ray Vaughn doing the most. I think Ray Vaughn is the one.
So you think is Rayvon a reason? Do you think their tracks are getting? Because I gotta be honest, I thought Reasons the Dice Apple the Apple joint he had coming in New York, I liked it. I talked about it on my show. I liked it a lot.
I think Reason had the most impact from the West because
Okay.
he brought everybody out to play by going at the whole Apple. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He like everybody was yelling 20v1. When Reason went at the Apple,
Yeah, yeah,
niggas came out to play.
yeah,
He brought them niggas out to play.
yeah.
Once again,
Mm.
impact. So you like niggas looking at the songs. I'm looking at the songs, the lyricism, the beat
Right,
selection, and the
right.
impact.
Mm.
He had the impact. You know what I'm saying? Reason
Mm.
brought him out to play. And I could tell why he was signed to TDE because his songs are polished. The delivery is polished.
Mm.
It's straight quality. When you
Mm.
listen to the shit, it's quality. He know how to lay vocals, man. You know what I mean? It ain't a whole it's in pocket. Everything is dope. So, you know, I think more records from Reason would have made it more interesting. And that whole era, bro.
Well, Crook, to talk about Reason for a second, right? So I was in the spaces today a while ago, hour ago. Rory and Maul had a spaces, and Reason was in there, right? And he kind of alluded to everything you said in the sense of he's the one that set this shit off, right? He wants Joey Badass to say his name. He said
Yeah.
he wants Joey Badass to say his name. He's not playing. He said it's bittersweet for him because he knows a lot, but he can't say much because he's not in TD anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he has to let them kind of fight that and everything. You know, I guess he's playing the position. He's playing the position because not being down with TD anymore. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
you
So
know,
he's in a
right,
sticky
right,
situation.
right. It's a different situation and everything like that.
Mm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because I'm telling you, he make records.
Mm.
He make records, dog. You could tell. He make records. So, you know, Reason, shout out him.
Mm.
I feel like when you on your come up and you grinding and you hungry, he
Right.
just left TDE. You know, he independent now. You know, he not just gonna sit down while somebody, you know, talking about the coast. He gonna stand up like, yo, I'm
Mm.
active, I'm out here,
Mm.
not on my watch. You
Right.
feel me? So he did his thing, man, and the song was dope. Like, I just think a lot of these people that's listening to this shit, I get it, bro. Once you start making it an East-West thing,
Right.
niggas don't want to give no props to the other side. And that goes for both sides.
Absolutely. East Coast and the West. Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah, dog.
And
Everybody
the funny
and
thing
they
about this
we
is,
supposed to show pride in our shit and be biased. It's time to be biased. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo,
mm-hmm.
I give respect where respect's due. I'ma always do that. Niggas know I'm West Coast to the heart.
Absolutely. Well, you give it love though. You show love. You West Coast to the bone gristle,
To the
and
heart.
that's
I've been
okay.
fighting for this lyricism shit for 30 fucking years damn near. You feel me? For this West Coast lyricism shit. I've been fighting for that shit. You know what I mean? In the 90s, when half these niggas was in elementary and junior high that's out here right now rapping. You know
Wow.
what I mean? I was pushing that line. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super, super West to the heart, but I'm super, super hip hop. And I like to keep facts. I don't want to be on no.
Be honest though, because you're a lyricist, right? And I'm not putting you on no West Coast. I'm putting you as a lyricist, a person that can rap. I don't want to put you in a box of this West Coast. But on your come up, because you were here in a different era when you had to knock on doors to get your music played. You had to go to executives and knock on labels, and you've been through all that through that shit, right?
Right.
Did New York give certain people, coasts, and regions an ass to kiss because they felt they were number one?
Yeah. Bro. It was, and you know what was so crazy? It's never the people. It's barely the people backing from my era.
Okay.
It was the industry, New York niggas. It wasn't the niggas, because I thought the industry represented how New York felt. I thought the New York rap industry represented how the whole New York felt.
Wow.
Until I took my first couple of trips to NY and found out niggas rock with us. You feel me? I thought, I was like, damn. So I had to learn that. You feel me? So the industry niggas was yeah. They was really on some, y'all niggas sound country. Y'all niggas sound
Jerry Curl and all
y'all
that
niggas
shit.
ain't lyricists. Y'all niggas making ABC raps. It was just a lot of that shit, and niggas would come to me and be like, not you, Crook. You sound like you from the East or something like that would be the compliment. You feel me? So yeah.
See, niggas like you, hold on. Niggas like you, Roscos, Della Funky Homo Sapien, Tash from Alcoholics. Y'all niggas corrupt to a degree. Y'all niggas had it rough though, because y'all are West Coast of the bone gristle, but y'all take writing serious.
Yeah,
we
had it rough. Well, because the labels wanted to go with what was winning.
Right.
You feel me? And easily digested lyrics was winning. So when we come in there shooting up the place, they didn't really know exactly how to position that. You know what I mean? So we had to fight for every fucking thing that we ever got. We had to fight for that shit. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like they was trying, like, that's the difference. On the East, if you super talented lyrically, you getting all your shit. You getting your props, you getting your flowers, all that. It's very important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even in the industry. On the industry level out here, back in my era when we was really getting it in,
yes,
dog, they wasn't really fucking with niggas that had complex rhyme styles. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had to fight. Niggas had to fight, bro. Like niggas that was rapping super simplistic was getting all the budgets. We was in the parks. That's where we was at. We was in the parks at Lamert Park, Good Life Cafe, different places on the east side of Long Beach. We was rapping on the streets. That's where we get our props at. They was getting all the budgets. You feel me? So it started switching up a little bit, niggas like Dre, Dr. Dre, he understood lyricism. So when he made Lyrical Gangbang and he made, Stranded on Death Row and all that type of shit, it was like, hold up. Motherfuckers is really rapping over $1 million production. You feel me? And the tides was shifting just a little bit. But me, Raz, Exhibit, Corrupt.
Yes, Exhibit too.
You know what I'm saying? Up north, niggas like the Hieroglyphics and Casual and all them. And like you said,
even
Gale and all them.
Even Cypress Hill to a degree.
Yeah, Cypress and all that. It was like, no, y'all niggas got to fight for what y'all. But here's where the lyricism came in handy.
All right.
I grew up in the compilation era where niggas would make compilations. They'll go find the 20 most talked about niggas in the city and put them all on a compilation.
Okay.
And whoever had weak ass bars would have to get the fuck out the studio.
Wow.
Because these compilations were being put together by other rappers. And other rappers knew this nigga right here hard, this nigga not. You know what I'm saying? So that's when we were able to fight our way into the industry because it was like, all right, these niggas smoking everybody on this mic. You know what I mean? But it wasn't easy, bro. It wasn't easy. Even that's why I was surprised. I've been surprised, dog. Like when Suge and them wanted to sign me to Death Row, I was surprised because I'm coming. I'm coming with multis, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with punchline. Niggas wasn't even punching like me in the
No,
late 90s and early 2000s on my coast. Niggas
no.
wasn't punching like me.
I love Spice. I love MC8, Too Short. I love y'all niggas rapping
Yeah,
for Tay.
yeah.
Mac Dre, R.I.P. Mac Dre and all that.
They wasn't punching,
No, it wasn't
not
punching.
punchlines and metaphors and all that.
But
I
you know,
brought that
I
to the
love
table.
MC Ren though. I was a big MC Ren fan. I thought MC Ren is one of the
Oh
most
my God,
underrated rappers from the West Coast. Period.
bro.
Period.
If it ain't
And
rough,
that's
it ain't
another.
me.
He held down the Niggas for Life album. He was the MVP of that whole
Yeah,
project.
the golden voice. You know what I'm saying? The villain. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
And King
villain.
T, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always had lyricists.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when they put the shit out that hit the masses, it was always a more of a storytelling. You know, it wasn't really complex. You feel me? So
Mm.
it was tough. But let me tell all the lyricists out there that's listening right now, tuned in to motherfucking PSA Reloading.
Oh, it was crook. He probably come back. Yeah.
That's mom's trying to hit me.
Mom Dukes, what's good, Mom Dukes?
You know what I'm saying?
Mama Crook.
Yo, you can still make it as a lyricist. If you want to make party music, make party music. You want to make trap music, make whatever you want to make. Stay true to yourself. But if you're a lyricist, you don't think you can make it, you can, dog. I sit with niggas. When I'm sitting at Dre house with Dre and Snoop and we just in his backyard chilling, I got to that table off pure bars, bro. I didn't get to that table off making club hits. I got to that motherfucking table off of pure motherfucking spittery, lyricism, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when people act like, you know what I mean, that's a dead end. It ain't. You just gotta go hard for what you believe in and be yourself. But back to this battle shit. I know that's why
Yes.
we here.
Yes.
Joey Badass slap four niggas. Four niggas start jumping on him. You know what I'm saying? Um, he looking for the big dog. The big dog making 10, 20 million a night. You feel
Yeesh.
me? He on man. He's stepping out in front of 50,000 people every night, bro. Like that's a whole nother level, bro. Um, and he doing his stuff.
Yes.
Ray Vaughn, Long Beach,
Okay. LBC. All
my
right.
hometown,
Yes, sir.
my city.
Yes, sir.
When Vince Staples crashed niggas in with that Northside joint, I said, this nigga's hard.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, we got somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying that about Ray Vaughn.
Okay.
Ray Vaughn, he know how to do this. The
Mm.
city is in good hands. I got little homies who rap all over Long Beach. My homie G Style, shout out to Style, man. I love him. He got it too on some gangster shit, and he lived that whole life. He a youngin, but everything he talked about, he lived it. He's authentic.
Right.
I love him. He down with currency and jet life. So anytime you hear a nigga yelling Long Beach, that's my young brother right there. But on right now, what Ray Vaughn is doing, I'm super proud of him. He holding it down, and I understand a lot of people might not get, the new West Coast sound. They think that shit is GNX. These young boys been on that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, it didn't sound GNX the first one he did though. The one he did before he rapped on 50 beat. It didn't sound like I thought it was very GNX-ish. Can we say that though?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
The
not what you're
young
saying.
the young dudes out here,
All
they've
right.
been on that style and that
Okay.
sound
Okay.
before GNX.
Okay. Okay. So you educated me. Okay. All right.
So
Pardon
so
me.
I know to the masses, they just now getting hip to it,
Yeah.
just like when the masses just got hip to G Funk, even though it was people already doing G Funk, Dre made it popular. So it's like Kendrick made this new shit popular, but
Mm,
it's the people been doing it. So
mm.
I don't want people to think that, oh, he trying to do some G. Nah, dog.
Okay. Okay.
They've been on that level.
All right.
These niggas go to house parties and kickbacks and functions, and they turn that type of shit on and go fucking crazy. It be packed wall to wall. That Ray Vaughn whole era, let me tell you, wall to wall in a function, that
Mm,
shit gonna ring off, bro.
mm.
Ring. So, and I always take that into consideration. But I know I come from, a very versatile hip
You are
hop type
versatile.
dude.
You are.
I
You are
grew
very
up
versatile.
listening to MC Shy D and motherfucking Two Live Crew and all them niggas, Trick Daddy in Miami, the Miami
Right?
bass music, all the way to the
Uh,
Midwest, all the way to the South, Scarface, Ghetto Boys,
you
Gangsta
well. You're one
Nick.
of the well. You're one of the well balanced rappers I know that I ever spoke to. That's just down with every coast. You know every coast that holds it down. You know music and respect
Yeah.
every coast music. You're probably one of the only few rappers that I know like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, bro. That nigga Big Daddy Kane changed my life.
Mm.
You feel me? Like, he showed me that you could do more with an ink pen. You know what I mean? Cool G Rap showed me you could do more. Rakim showed me you could do more. Chuck D showed me you can say more.
Wow, you can say more. I like that Chuck D line. I like that Chuck D line right there, Crook.
Yeah, man. So I love this shit all around. And people think that I'm just trying to be like, I'm not trying to take a clear stance. Like, I get some cornballs on my Twitter saying, you know, you just trying to be cool with everybody. No, nigga, I love this shit. I watched Crush Groove a million times, nigga. Are you fucking crazy? Nigga, I love this shit. So if I hear somebody, nigga, I think Adrenaline Rush is Twister's Illmatic. What are we talking about?
Yo, that is true though. That is true. Shout out to Twister. That Adrenaline Rush. That's a 5 mic classic. That's a different story.
Man, what?
Shout out to my Midwest niggas and all that. Chicago niggas and all that. Twister for real.
So you know,
Listen,
we listen to all this shit.
Yes. Listen,
So,
comedy gets a lot of love for the Midwest, for Chicago, but I think Twister should get much props like Common does. I really feel that
dog.
about Twister. For
Yeah,
real.
just because y'all people don't like that, certain people might not like that style of rapping. Listen to what he's saying, though. He's getting it in. Just like Common. He should be on that same level. How they look at Common, that's how they should look at Twister, bro. You absolutely right, bro. Straight up.
For real,
Yeah,
man.
so you know, liking all kind of shit, that allows me to like Knicks and Six. You know what I'm saying? That Kai Cash kid. I had never heard of him before that.
Me neither. I have never, dog. I don't know who this brother was till a couple of days ago. Was not familiar with the brother at all.
Fire.
Yeah, it was. Shout out to that brother. I didn't know who he was. Not familiar with him at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like Freddie Gibbs. I'm a big Freddie Gibbs fan. People get on me all the time for. I love Gibbs. I love Boldy James. They're not from New York. They're from Indiana and Detroit. If you see me on Twitter, Boldy James has turned to one of my favorite rappers.
Boldy James dropped 5 projects this year.
Crook, my phone. If you see my phone, my Boldy James playlist, it's stupid. It's retarded. The brother drops music so much.
Do niggas understand what it takes to drop? Like, you might say, yeah, but you should take your time and drop one classic. Well, guess what? A lot of the generation that came after me,
yes,
they don't got that luxury to drop a classic and disappear for 13 months.
Wow.
Like, when we was coming up, a record label will give you a stupid budget. You'll sit back, nigga, all your bills paid for 2 years.
Damn.
And you can motherfucking cook. And it don't matter how long it take you to cook. You cooking. This era, bro, you got to go grab them advances. Because the streaming era ain't paying you right. You got to go grab them advances. What? Y'all go give me 100 racks? All right, cool. Here you go. What? Y'all got 50 for me? All right, cool. Here you go. Oh, y'all got 75? Cool. Here you go. I get that mentality because we want to be able to pay for our lifestyle with our fucking talent. If you're going to sit back for 13 months cooking up the best project you can, where's the money coming in at? You just spending money. Beats, studio time, your fucking living expenses. You just spending money. So for those 13 months that they want all these new rappers to sit around and cook up a classic album, where they going to get the paper from to do that? Wow. They don't understand that part. And Boldy James, I don't know what his financial situation is,
That
Because
brother.
he
Yeah.
could be on top of the world and just be, super prolific, which he probably is.
Mm-hmm.
But he
Mm-hmm.
dropped 5 motherfucking
Yes.
albums,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we are only in May.
That's crazy. I love that brother, man. That's my guy, man. I love his music. I rock with him heavy, man. Let me ask you this. My man Geechee Gotti, right? That's my brother right there. Shout out to my brother Geechee Gotti, man. He got chastised because he said he didn't like some of the Daylight songs and everything like that. Does that hurt when a brother like yourself or Geechee, or even me, if I say I don't like an East Coast song, I get beat up from New York niggas all the time and shit, right? Should we keep our mouths closed? Don't say nothing if you're prominent from a coast like yourself or Geechee Gotti in battle rap, right? You guys are very popular, right? Should y'all not say nothing? Should that be kept to yourself?
I mean, I try if like my mom always told me sometimes it's good if you don't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Right.
You feel
Right.
me? And you know, it's a lot of shit I don't post and talk about because I
Me
don't
too.
like the shit.
Me too. Me too.
So it's
Same with me.
like, why am I could take my time out to say, hey, guess what? I don't like this shit. But I'm not spending my energy on that. I spend my
Yeah,
energy on the shit that I do like.
exactly. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
at the same time though, I'm not hating on nobody for being honest with their opinion. That's their
Mhm.
honest opinion. How can I hate on honesty?
Right.
That's just how they feel. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't tripping, but yeah, dog, like I see that. I see that, bro. I see a lot of people, you just gotta push hard for this and push hard. No, listen, dog.
I said. I said.
I'm telling my true feelings if somebody asks me. That's what's gonna happen.
That's what I did. I did. So I'm like, yo, I like the Joey Badass final song. Oh, fuck out New York niggas. Fuck out here through. You don't fuck with Joey Badass no way. I'm trying to tell you about you. You was acting like Joey Badass wasn't one of them niggas. I'm like, bro, I like the diss track. Relax, my guy. I'm talking about the diss
The
track.
final song was dope.
Yeah, I like the final song. So because I like I'm not allowed to like the final song because I don't talk about it on a regular basis.
Right. That part. You know what I'm saying? That part. They don't want you to, yeah.
You don't talk about
Don't
Joey.
come
You don't
over
hold
here
him down
now.
with New York prominent rappers. I'm like, all right, bro, you got it, my nigga. Can I
But
enjoy
but
this
but
song?
but, but they want to know your opinion though. So they should kick back.
That's
You know
the
what I'm
crazy
saying?
part, though, brother. That's the crazy part, man. That is the crazy part. How did you feel about the timetables of these songs being released so fast? You're not from the era where niggas was dropping 3 diss songs in one day. That wasn't happening in the 80s and 90s.
Never.
Niggas was not doing that. You know?
Niggas wasn't doing that. Yeah, I think 7 dropped in one day the other day or yesterday, like 7 diss songs,
Yeah, the
bro.
last 2 days from Daylight to Reason to Joey Badass, it's been Daylight dropped 2 back-to-back diss tracks in a 20-minute span.
Yeah, see that's hey, niggas is
I
rapping.
never seen no shit like that.
Hey, niggas is
No,
rapping.
it took Nas 6 months to drop Ether. 6 months.
Niggas rapping, but that's the whole thing. Like everything is moving faster now because of technology.
Yes.
And niggas is ready to just get their bars off. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And I think a little bit of that come from the Kendrick shit and Drake. Like
I agree with that. Yes.
seeing how Kendrick was able to stop, some of Drake's, motion by stepping on his release with a new drop. Like, boom, I'm dropped right. I feel like that's part of the game plan now for this generation. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, don't let this shit sit out there too long. You know what I mean? Come right back. Which is fine. It just all depends on what you're coming back with, though.
If one of these niggas said your name, what happens?
Man, yo, dog.
You see my brother's face. You see my brother's face.
Yo, bro. So that's the thing. It's like I gotta go in. I'm not even at 100%.
Right.
And the fans ain't gonna give a fuck about that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a challenge for me. I'm gonna have to challenge myself. Like, all right, I know the doctor told me to sit down and put me on house arrest,
Right.
but this nigga is talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? This nigga talking crazy. So that I
Tread
if you
lightly. Tread lightly.
yeah, if you don't, I built too much up.
Yeah.
What I built ain't a house of cards, so
Woo.
it ain't gonna just fall
Woo.
that easy. I gotta make sure I protect it. I gotta protect my legacy. Um, but yeah, I'm enjoying. Like, I don't even think that was just a
Some New
question.
York niggas were saying, y'all better get crook. You know some New York niggas were saying.
Yeah. I saw that.
Some niggas said y'all better get crook.
And some New York homies was tweeting me in all caps. Stay out of this, crook. Don't come out. Don't come out.
Cause we know, nigga, we
You know what I'm
know.
saying?
We
Don't
know
come
when
out.
it
Don't
gets
come
with
out.
you.
But my whole thing, and that's another thing. It's like niggas be saying wild shit. Like some niggas was talking about it'd be kind of cool if the old slaughterhouse niggas start throwing records at each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude, I spent a big portion of my career trying to build a bridge between the East and the West.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
You feel me? So, that's why I ain't interested in it, because they made it this East and West shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if somebody come directly at me, I don't got no fucking choice. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
The fire's still there. They're going nowhere.
Hey,
The
dog,
fire's still there.
they made me an offer I can't refuse.
Hey.
You feel me? Like, that's just what it is. I mean, but yeah, dog. And I knew once Lux came out,
Oh boy.
I said, these niggas about to start hitting me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this was for the young guns. The young guns out there having fun.
Yes.
Soon as Lux, a seasoned veteran, came out, I said, boy, they about to start hitting me. And man, my Twitter notifications went stupid.
I gotta be honest. I kept saying in blogs, Joey, I like what you're doing, but it would look nice to see an East Coast nigga stand right next to you, bro. I'm just saying. I think so. Nobody's gonna ride with you. Like nobody's standing next to you, bro. Like it just, I know Daylight doing his own song, Ray Vaughn doing his own thing, Reason doing his own thing, but they was crewing a set. They hold down a reach of this shit. You are dolo out here, and it made me feel bad. Like New York ain't New York no more. Regardless, I gotta keep it funky. I'm in New York to the bone, Gristle, but it ain't the same no more. It ain't the same. I'm not expecting Banks and Styles P and rest of the jump in this shit. No, not at all. That's not.
Yeah, them dudes is, you know what I'm saying?
They passed that.
Yeah, I think they earned their right to just spectate on this shit and not get questioned. You know what I'm saying? Like they earned their right to be spectators and not get questioned. They supposed to. They just showing support at this point. You know what I mean? Like, why
And
the fuck are they gonna come off
respectfully, the new New York, respectfully, the young New York, they follow trends. They're not trying to beef. Their raps and lyrics are not meant to come at rappers. The drill rappers, their music is not meant to come at other coasts. They killing each other. They're killing each other in New York City. That's what they doing shit. I respectfully, that's what the fuck these niggas do.
Man, I that shit. See, y'all don't understand, dog. Like, y'all probably be looking at that shit like this is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I be looking at it like it's really some bullshit.
Okay.
Because I hold New York to a certain standard.
Okay.
My whole fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to hip hop, you hold New York to a certain standard. So when you start seeing artists not giving a fuck about that standard, that shit is fucking wild, bro.
It is wild. I agree. To me, it's wild, but it's the truth.
That shit be crazy.
I don't see no young New York rapper coming up. I like David Bars. He's nice, but he from the Bronx. He's a young cat. But I like Rome Streets. But when I saw the Sky Zoo, I like Rome Streets. That's my guy right there. But Sky Zoo, Banks, their oldest Ransom, their oldest spokesman, Papoose, their oldest spokesman.
Yeah,
they doing other ventures.
It don't make sense, bro.
It don't make no sense.
That's just like it don't make sense for me to come out. Like,
no, it really doesn't. It really does not.
For what, dog? I stepped in the game in the mid-90s. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see Joel go at the coast. I don't want to see Joel.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Man, niggas is on the beach, man, smoking cigars and shit, bro.
Red should be taking pictures with his wifey on a fucking boat. He's still eating dinner, man. What are we talking about?
niggas in they boss era. You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Nigga, we're in our 40s. We're in our 40s, mid 40s.
Yeah,
like,
dog.
what do you think this is, man? Niggas are
Yeah,
not
come on.
Time, man.
Stop
And niggas'
that
energy
shit.
ain't like that no more. Niggas have the energy to go. Now, if you talk crazy about one of you niggas,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
different. But I
But
still, even in that case, I might send my little brothers at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of boss shit happening now in my
right.
life. Like, you know, like, why would I? But at the same time, it's like we got this reputation, and people be asked. It's just I say the same thing about ciphers. When they call me to be in ciphers, I'm like, nah, dog.
You turn it out all the time,
Bro, I did that. I've been doing that. What else am I gonna do? I did BT Cipher like 2 or 3 times. I did the backstage, back room, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? I done did Flex, I done did Leaguers, I done did Sway and King Tech. I done ciphered, you know, I could still do it, but I'd rather like New Year's Eve at Russell Peters' house, the homie. Me, King T, and Big Daddy Kane kicking rhymes while he on the ones and twos. We having a cipher, just having fun. That's where I'm
You,
at with
King
this shit.
T, and Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, me, King T, and Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out King T, man.
That's where I'm at. Now, that don't mean that I can't do it. You fucking crazy? I get in a cipher right now. But at a certain time, it's like I feel like niggas ideas of success, they put their idea of success onto you. Like it's certain niggas they not finna ask to jump into a cipher. You know what I'm saying? It's certain rappers that they believe are too big to be in ciphers.
Jay,
You know what I mean?
probably
Yeah,
Kendrick,
you ain't Nas, Jay, and
Kendrick,
all that. You know what I'm saying? Listen up, niggas. I've been here since the mid '90s, nigga.
Facts.
I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
I'll kick back. You know what I mean? But if I gotta come, I'm working on 2 separate albums right now. I've been down, so I had to put them on pause. But I'm working on 2 separate albums right now. That's my focus. Like I'm coming up with material, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that zone. You know, but if a nigga that they be calling me though, you know, like yo, getting a cipher.
Those flow pockets don't go nowhere, though. You don't lose that. Those flow pockets of yours, they don't go nowhere, do they?
I gotta keep them up.
Crazy,
bro. I gotta keep that shit. I gotta keep that shit up, man, because you know I'm trying to do it. But you know what? I thought about it. I was like, you know what? When I drop one of these albums, I think I'm gonna come out to play on somebody's radio show. You know what I mean? I was like, you know why? Because King Tech called me, and King Tech was like, yo, you got to remind him. And I said, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? I'll do that. Turn on the beats, switch up a few beats, get busy back there. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that, you know? And I'm not saying I'm bigger than Cyphers. I'm just saying I've been there, done that. And they also put you in the box like that, 3.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll write a whole song about some real shit, you know, and they'll be like, but we want to hear you in the cipher though. It's like you know, it's like they'll put you in the box. And I stopped going up to radio stations because I was like, y'all don't play my records. But y'all want me to come up here.
I saw Corey Guns in an interview say exactly what you said that he had going on when on his come up a little bit. Corey Guns said the same thing you just alluded to by himself in an interview.
Yeah, dog. You don't play my records. Why the fuck I'm gonna come up there and get you 1 million views on 60 bars real quick?
Right.
You feel me? And you don't even play. Nah, get the fuck out of here. That's why me and Joel, when we did our Heat Wave video, we recreated a radio show environment of us just bussing. We'll do it on our own. We don't need all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it. Thank God. I ain't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? But I am gonna come out and do some shit on the radio because my OG homie, who's my brother, King Tech and Sway was like, yo, dog, you gotta remind us. All right, cool. Ooh. We put something together.
How many diss tracks Slaughterhouse had on the low that we never heard? You don't gotta say the artist name, but did you guys ever have diss tracks on the low It's never saw that light of day.
I think it was like one or two. Nothing crazy.
Wasn't crazy.
It wasn't nothing crazy.
Imagine
like niggas was really trying to. We was really trying. First of all, a lot of rappers didn't have super problems with us. We got embraced. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all did
We got
though.
embraced by a lot of
Out the gate,
MCs.
y'all got embraced though.
Huh?
Out the gate, y'all got. I thought y'all got embraced out the gate.
Bro, listen. When they put us in the camera seats at the Grammys, because you know, you got seats at the Grammys and then you got camera seats, the ones that make sure that you're gonna be on TV. When they put 4 motherfucking lyricists in the midst of all these motherfucking pop chart ass motherfuckers, and they put 4 lyrical monsters in the front row of the Grammys, I knew niggas was changing some shit in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I knew we was changing some shit. He's shaking his head.
Because I get mad. No, see, I'm gonna get mad now. Because here's the thing, bro. We would listen. We would never see a crew where a West Coast, Midwest, a Jersey nigga, and a Brooklyn nigga all get together, be equally. The niggas, all 4 niggas are nice. You know what I mean? Like you can't even. It's like some crews be having. I love Wu-Tang Clan, but I can't say like every Wu member. I'm not gonna lie and be that guy. I can't be that guy, right? I have my favorite Wu members and shit, right? But with y'all, it felt equal,
right?
Even though niggas know you, even
what
though you
just said,
you
Eminem said that same thing. He said, "I don't think we ever gonna see a group where the skill set is that strong across the board." He said, "Because it's all same thing you said." Eminem said that.
Because
you know what I mean? Like, I'm so happy though, dog, that we was able to at least get some albums out and some mixtapes. You know what I mean? Because it'd be a long time before we see that again.
Yeah, a long time since we see that again. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a time, man. Slaughterhouse.
That was a time, baby. Yo, dog, I remember our first motherfucking show at Paid Dues Festival. First big festival show that we ever did as a group. One nigga walking with a bloody apron on. One nigga walking with a motherfucking straight jacket on. I got on a Dickie suit with a pig mask. We walking across the grass and Exhibit pull up on us with his cameras. I gotta film this shit. This shit is hip hop history. We jump on stage and just tear that bitch all the way down, straight barring.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Crowd going crazy. And you know how the festivals have 1 or 2 different stages. Them motherfuckers announced Slaughterhouse was on stage. Everybody start coming from the other side of the other stage to our stage. And motherfucker Ice-T jumped up on that motherfucker like, yo, I got 4 of the illest brothers in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip-hop was in the building.
Yes. Oh, man.
That was a time, bro. That was a time.
We're talking 2000, what year is this? 2000.
That's probably 2008, 9, or something, 10, something like that. I know we dropped the last official album in 2012. So this was on the first album. This was the E1 joint. E1 didn't believe in us. They didn't even believe in us, dog. They thought we was some internet niggas that couldn't move no units. This back when the hard copies was. They didn't even put enough hard copies in the Best Buys and all the record shops. They thought we was just some internet niggas. Soon as our shit dropped, we sold out every hard copy in 2 hours. 2 hours. They started making phone calls. We fucked up. Yeah, y'all fucked up. They called us into the office. We know y'all ain't doing no another album with us. No, we not. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go because y'all didn't believe in us.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But that was a time.
Yeah,
that was a moment. Yo, dog,
I can imagine y'all ciphers, the ciphers you guys had that we're not privy to see, we never saw. I can just imagine y'all
tour
ciphers,
bus.
man.
Drunk on the tour bus, freestyling in between cities. Going crazy. It was a time, bro. And that's what I'm happy about. I'm happy to contribute a moment in time to hip hop. That's what you want to do. you want to be at least in the big book of hip hop when it's all said and done. You want to have your name inside that motherfucker
Yes.
a couple times for creating
Yes.
moments.
Absolutely, man.
And
Absolutely.
that's what we did. So I'm very happy for that, bro. Very. You know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
gonna go back? Are you gonna, Crook's Corner? Are we gonna get that back?
Uh
Well, that's
yo,
something.
man, we was spending so much bread, bro.
Mm.
I'm gonna just keep it real. Like I had a spot in Venice Beach that I was doing it out of. Man, that shit was down there like 8 bands a month. And then you paying the production crew, you paying all this money coming out, and we doing great content and
Great
we
content.
getting cool numbers, but we not gossiping, we not shitting on people,
Straight to
we
it.
not
Straight to it. Straight to
so
it.
and you know when you gossiping, you shitting on people, you talking about all this
Right.
shit,
Right. Right.
you
Right.
get
Right.
bigger numbers. And then pretty soon those numbers in equal money, and that money comes in and pays for the whole operation. Um, I just had to shift focus real quick because it was like, all right, bro, we spend a lot of money. The culture love it.
Yes.
The culture love it. I got
I felt,
Rakim
hey,
on this
Crook,
motherfucker.
I felt when Crook's Corner, you were talking from a rapper's MC perspective to the rappers, right? But also speaking of a fan of the music and fans of the guys you were talking, fans of the music of the guys you were talking to.
Yes,
Dog, you got the best Eminem interview ever in fucking life,
bro,
ever in
bro.
life.
They used that shit on the fucking when they inducted him into the Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yeah, when they inducted him in the Hall of Fame, they used clips from
Wow.
my interview with him.
I ain't never seen Marshall that relaxed ever in an
Hey,
interview.
bro, I took that shit like, yo. They called me. They was like, yo, we want to pay you to use clips from your interview with Eminem on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They said we scoured the internet for Eminem interviews, and this is the best one.
It,
Dog, I was on top of the world, even though it ain't about the validation, but he is getting a top tier award, and they want to associate my interview with what he's doing.
that's
You know what
fire,
I'm saying?
man. That's
So
fire.
I felt good. I know Crook's Corner is viable, and I'm gonna bring it back. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a storefront, and I'm gonna fill it with merch. I'm gonna have a DJ, and when they come in, you know, I'm gonna have a little bit of a live studio audience, and then I'm gonna interview people, and they can buy music, buy merch on their way out, get free shit. You know what I'm saying? And eventually get these dudes to rock one of their classics.
I want to see you. Your Rakim interview was 5 mics to me, also.
Yo,
Dog.
imagine if Rakim would have got up there and did paid in full, like after the interview. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
crazy.
I still got plans, bro.
I want to
I'm
see you
just
interview
taking things one
Cube,
at a time. You
Corrupt.
know what I'm saying?
I
Just
want to
taking
see
things one at a time. But I appreciate the love on that.
absolutely. I want to
You
see
know,
you interview.
the culture, bro. I just try to give back to the
Mm,
culture that gave so much to me, man. That's it, bro. That's just it, bro. You
mm.
know what I mean? That's it, bro. And that's what they doing with all these records flying around. You know what I'm saying? They entertaining the culture. They kind
Yes,
of stepping on, in my opinion, just on Twitter. These guys have a solidified fan base, but Exhibit and Snoop just dropped, and niggas,
yes.
it's hard to get your shit off on Twitter when there's battles going on, bro.
Hard, Crook. It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard. I don't
Even
care
back,
who
even my
you are.
battle rap blogs. Niggas ain't trying to hear that shit right now. You better get the fuck out of here. Niggas better read the room. You see what the
Yeah.
fuck going on?
It's
Nigga,
a
we
lot
don't
of
get
niggas,
the
not
fucking
them
block.
guys, because them guys had rollout dates, and they had to drop when they had to drop. But it's
Facts,
dudes
facts.
dropping loosies right now that don't got nothing to do with this conversation. And I'm like, why would you do? Who's advising you? You know what I'm saying? Read the
Oh,
fucking room, nigga.
the Exhibit dropped the album, right? I gotta
Yes,
beat
he
that
did.
though.
Yeah.
Very underrated MC also, man. Exhibit out the very, very underrated rapper.
Yeah, shout out Exhibit, man.
Still has one of the best videos of all time in hip hop history, in my opinion, which your eyes can't see. But that's one of the best.
Oh,
Hip
yeah,
hop
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's just, that's my era
Yeah,
and all
dog.
that, man.
Created a moment in hip hop. Created a
Yes.
moment in hip hop, bro. That's all we trying to do. Create some moments.
Do you think they're gonna slow down with double the diss tracks, or niggas? If they keep continuing, is it OD or
Yeah.
at some point
I'm
we gotta
hearing,
get?
I'm hearing niggas down the street made a diss record, bro. It's like, I'm like, all right, bro, it's getting crazy. But hey, man, let them have fun.
Yes,
You
I
know what I
guess
mean?
right.
I'm glad that it's just on some competitive shit
That's it. Music, period.
because we both need each other. No matter how these niggas want to talk. See, I don't listen to these niggas on X, Elon's app. They come in, we have rap conversation. It's all good. Most of the people that we talk to is very, you know, deep into hip hop. They love this
Right.
shit. I love them. But every now and then you get these, you know, corny niggas that they don't understand. You can sit back and say, yeah, fuck the West Coast, fuck the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
and let's ride and all this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, nigga, we need each other. We need each other, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need the House of Blues out here like I need SOBs out there. Let's just run these facts real quick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so I think you know it's fun. I'm glad it's just competitive because we seen the real shit happen.
I lived through that shit, brother. We lived through that era. We lost a lot of people, a lot of soldiers, a lot of bullshit happened. I don't never want to relive
For
that
no
ever
reason.
again. For
And
no reason.
these podcasters and these live streamers,
Gotta be careful.
when they get to playing Vibe magazine with this shit, they in the
That
field.
went over your head. Oh, you new niggas that's gonna hear this. Go over your head.
Yo, 3. They in the field. You officially stepped in the field. You could get
Yes.
got.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's real, bro. Cause they don't understand. It ain't just I'm just rooting for my side. Nah, bro, nigga will slap the spaghetti out your mouth. Just because you
Seriously.
a podcaster or a live streamer and you saying some disrespectful shit, because you rooting for your guy, you just stepped onto the field of play. Everything's on the
I
table.
don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it back, but
No,
that's a
no,
warning.
you need to say that because
That's
that
a
shit's
warning.
real.
No, but you know, I feel it. That's a warning though. They need to understand that part. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And I want to say this, fans, don't these brothers don't hate each other. It's all on wax. If brothers see each other, it probably ain't gonna be that. Let's get a piece of steak. Let's let them a cigar and just have a conversation.
Yeah,
Niggas
nigga.
not trying to hurt each other. Niggas want to go home to their families, man. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to go home to your families. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Everything is right with that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is right with that. You know what I mean? Like we seen enough, bro.
I seen too much.
I can't really speak on it, but
right.
You know, it's some shit that's gonna come down the pipeline with me and Joel and you know a joint. I'm kind of speaking on what you're talking about.
Really? Okay.
But
wow.
That's another thing. Like me and Joel, Long Beach to Brooklyn.
Bridge a gap.
Yeah, dog, we bridging gaps. That's my position. That's the role that I'm playing as an elder statesman. That's the role that I choose to play. Bridging gaps. You know what I'm saying? Because Pac was right about that 50 niggas. If you got real nigga in each state, that's how you connect this shit together. You know, that's how you connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to always connect dots. Plus, dog, you know how ill it is that I can go see Joel and he could take me to the Cooper projects and we could just sit out there talking rap shit in the middle of the fucking trenches. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Niggas don't understand that hip hop put that bridge together. If I was just a stranger off the streets with a Long Beach hat on trying to sit in the trenches somewhere in New York, I gotta answer some questions. What the fuck you doing here? You know what I'm saying?
And vice versa.
And vice versa. But hip hop, that's that bridge. I'm comfortable. I got my slides on. We in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Having fun. Because at the end of the day, we got more in common than we think. You know what I mean? So hip hop bridges those gaps, and that's what I'm on. But on the competitive side, of course, I love this shit. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I respect everybody, and they respect me too. But I bet you they're gonna wish that they invited me to be on more of them albums they've been dropping.
That's a different conversation for a different day, sir. Talk crazy, Crook. Talk fucking crazy, brother.
Yeah.
What's fuck going on?
You know what I mean? That part.
Yes, sir. Crook, man, I ain't gonna keep you too long, brother. I appreciate you taking your time to talk to me, man. You know, I know you're going through some real shit that's going on, man. You know, I love you like cook food, man. You know what I'm saying?
Love you, my brother. Yeah, it was, you know, I ain't really get too hyped today because I ain't all the way 100%. But
right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't feel no pain while we was talking. This shit is real medicine, man. My nigga.
That hip hop talk, right? My brother, I love you, man. You know the vibes, brother.
My G, man.
Always, man.
One love.
Always. My brother Crook and I, y'all know what the fuck it is.